ever-evolving soundscape of Jamaican dancehall, where style often outweighs substance, there emerges a voice that echoes truth, trauma, and triumph. That voice belongs to Chroniclaw, a lyrical warrior whose music speaks to the broken, the hopeful, and the misunderstood. From the streets of St. Thomas to stages across the globe, he has risen with a message crafted in pain and wrapped in poetry. But who is the man behind the melancholy melodies and gritty bars? Chroniclaw, whose birth name is Akeeme Campbell, is a new generation DJ singjay, a hybrid artist with the unique ability to rap, chant, and sing in one breath, often telling heartbreaking truths while still delivering hits. Born December 17, 1993, in St. Thomas, Jamaica, Chroniclawboss is the voice of the East, shaped by hardship but driven by a desire to uplift the forgotten. Heavily influenced by the likes of Wiz Khalifa, Bob Marley, and Snoop Dogg, Chroniclaw isn't just a product of his environment, he's a student of music history. He fuses the depth of reggae, the rebellion of hip-hop, and the spiritual call of dancehall into a brand entirely his own. Having been in the music arena for over 5 years, he is currently signed to EastSyde Records, a rising label based in Palm Beach, 8 Miles, Bull Bay. The label is now preparing to release one of his most anticipated projects yet, the EP titled Message to the Ghetto from the Ghetto, a testament to his dedication to using his voice to represent his people. As the streets say, Chroniclaw is a project of gangster reality and is poised to be the very best East, West, North, and South have ever seen. If you're ready to discover how a youth from the corners of retreat became a voice for the voiceless, make sure to like, subscribe, and watch until the end, because this is the real story of Chroniclaw, roots in the East. Chroniclaw's journey began in the tight-knit, yet rugged community of Retreat, nestled in St. Thomas Parish. Life here was never easy. Crime, poverty, and a lack of opportunities created an environment where survival was a daily hustle. But Akeeme wasn't like the other youths. He was quiet, introspective, and always penning lyrics in his notebooks. Education played a brief role in his life. He attended Morant Bay High School, where he earned a reputation for his intelligence and love of poetry. But it was clear that music was his destiny. While his peers looked for escape, he looked inward, translating trauma into truth. Even in the earliest stages of his life, Chroniclaw understood that the pen was mightier than the gun. The breakthrough, finding his voice. For years, Chroniclaw honed his craft in silence. The world began to take notice around 2018 when he released the breakout single Government, a hard-hitting anthem that captured the hopelessness many Jamaican youths felt. It wasn't a flashy track, it was real, and the streets respected it. Shortly after, he aligned himself with Squash and the 6X movement, a partnership that elevated his profile. Tracks like Bless Me, Hillside, Count My Blessings, and Empty resonated far beyond the island, gaining traction in the US, UK, and Africa. But while Squash and others chased dancehall glory with party tracks, Chroniclaw took a different path, focusing on pain music. His songs aren't about flossing or fame. They're about survival. One line from Still a Bleed says it all. Me smile, but me still a bleed. Music as therapy. Chroniclaw became known as the therapist of dancehall. His music explores depression, betrayal, suicidal thoughts, and street pressure with raw honesty. Tracks like Heart Cold and Grateful serve as emotional release valves, not just for him, but for his fans. His fan base is unique. It's not just people looking for a vibe. It's the youth in garrisons, The woman raising kids alone, the man struggling with demons. He gives them a soundtrack to keep going. Personal life, the man behind the mic. While his music is deeply revealing, Chroniclaw keeps his personal life close to his chest. But here's what we know. He is a committed family man. Chroniclaw shares his life with a longtime partner, a woman who prefers privacy, and they have 2 children together, a son and a daughter, his pride and joy. Though he rarely posts about them, he often references legacy and protection in his songs, alluding to his deep sense of responsibility as a father and partner. Friends say he's a homebody who prefers reasoning with close friends, playing FIFA, or reading spiritual texts over the nightlife most entertainers chase. Riches from the struggle. Chroniclaw's net worth. Don't let his humble appearance fool you. Chroniclaw is now one of the most financially successful lyricists in Jamaica. As of 2025, his estimated net worth is over $1.2 million. His income comes from streaming revenue, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, international show bookings, merchandising and branding deals, songwriting royalties. He owns a modern home in Upper Kingston, heavily secured and custom-built for privacy. His car collection includes a black BMW X6, Mercedes-Benz GLC, and a Range Rover Vela, all armored, reflecting his need for safety amid fame. Despite the wealth, Chroniclaw remains grounded. You won't catch him flashing Rolex watches or cash on Instagram. His focus is on investing wisely and securing his family's future. Silent philanthropist. What most fans don't know is that Chroniclaw is a silent philanthropist. He doesn't post pictures of donations or film giveaways, but behind the scenes, he's making a huge difference. Every August, he funds a back-to-school program in St. Thomas, giving away books, bags, and shoes to over 300 children. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he provided food baskets and helped pay rent for families affected by job loss. Now he's developing the Lawboss Foundation, which will focus on mental health support for youth, free music workshops, scholarships for ghetto students. In his own words, "The youths need more than just music. Dem need hope, achievements, and global recognition." Though he doesn't boast, Chroniclaw has built a resume that rivals the best. Over 300 million YouTube views, multiple charting singles in Jamaica, the UK, and Africa, featured on major international dancehall compilations. Erie FM's Best New Artist, 2019. YouTube Silver Creator Award. Collaborations with Vibes Cartel, Skillibeng, Squash, Chanel Muir, and more. In 2025, he's expected to tour the UK, Ghana, and Canada, introducing his message to an even broader audience, challenges, and resilience. Chroniclaw has faced controversies. His lyrics, dark imagery, and mysterious persona have triggered backlash. Rumors have swirled about his mental health, alleged gang ties, and cult references. But Lawboss remains unfazed. In interviews, he's calm and composed. He doesn't address rumors. Instead, he lets the music speak. "Me just want build me legacy. Me nah prove nothing to nobody," he says. Future projects and the evolution of Chroniclaw. With his new EP, Message to the Ghetto from the Ghetto, on the horizon, Chroniclaw is evolving. Expect more storytelling, deeper roots reggae influences, and powerful features. He's also experimenting with spoken word, possibly aiming to release a documentary on life in Jamaica's rural areas. His mission is to tell the full story, not just the glitz of dancehall, but the pain, pride, and perseverance of the Jamaican ghetto. Chroniclaw's enduring legacy. Chroniclaw is more than an entertainer. He is a chronicler of real life. His music is a mirror, a motivator, and a manual for survival. He represents the youth who didn't have a voice and now speaks for millions. If Chroniclaw's journey inspired you, if his music ever helped you through tough times, drop a comment below and tell us which of his songs means the most to you. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because more untold stories from dancehall's most powerful voices are coming soon. Lawboss isn't just creating music, he's building a movement.